besties. What the fuck? I'm gonna be filming my very first YouTube video and I'm so freaking nervous. For those of you who don't know me or I just popped up on your YouTube account randomly, my name is Sochi or you can call me Miss Mosley. Okay, so today I'm gonna be doing like a get ready with me because everybody on TikTok has been requesting it. I'm so excited because like, you know, we've all had those dreams where we want to like film YouTube videos and like get ready. That was my biggest dream, but I had never imagined myself like actually filming a YouTube video because people actually wanted it. Like, yeah, so today I'm going to be filming the get ready with me. And I'm also just going to chit chat with you guys a little bit. I love to talk and I talk a lot. Yeah, enjoy this get ready with me / chit chat / venting / Okay, but enough of me motherfucking talking. Let's get into the video. I look crazy, I already know, besties, but I'm gonna be putting my hair up with this little, because if you're like me and you have hecka like little hairs like that, like you're gonna need this. I got this at Dollar Tree. It's really good and I recommend. Sometimes my baby hairs still come out, so like, do you see like what? Like put it in and then like squish it right here on the sides and then like lift it up, and that kind of like works better. You notice me talking with my hands a lot. I'm so sorry, I'm just really nervous. For my makeup, I always start off with prepping my face, and I'm gonna prep with this hyaluronic acid. I got it at Dollar Tree. This is what it looks like. The brand says Global Beauty Care. Literally the only one that has ever done anything for me. Like my sister had the ordinary hyaluronic acid. I tried that one. I tried a couple others and like none of them ever like worked for me. Hyaluronic acid is the bomb.com. It literally balances out your skin type and it's just so good. Like I recommend. You should try it out. The Dollar Tree one. That's the only one that I recommend because that's the only one that has ever worked for me or that I have ever seen results. Maybe the other ones work, but I just didn't see nothing. Now I'm going to use the Gold Bond Hyaluronic Acid facial cream. It's also from Dollar Tree. And besties, I had literally lost these two products for like a good 2 months, I believe. Like I couldn't find them anywhere, and we went to like the Dollar Tree not close by my house and I freaking found them and I was like, oh my god, I need to grab. And then my mom, she's like why are you getting that chingadera? And I'm like, girl, you just don't know. You already know the haters are going to hate. But anyways, a lot of people always ask me like, oh, like is it really worth it? Like like Dollar Tree products, like I don't know, besties. To be honest, a lot of the people that I like have let me know that they got it. Most of them always have positive reviews, but also like I never did so much skincare growing up, so I don't think it's like anything major that I put that on my skin. But if you think you have like really sensitive skin, I do recommend just going in with a little bit on your chin or like under your chin just to see how like it affects your skin, and if it does anything, then you know, like don't use it. I recommend doing that for like 2 days or something, 2 nights, wait before you go to sleep, and then when you wake up, like really take a look at it or take pictures to like document it. And if you don't see nothing bad happen, then I feel like go for it, you know. My hair is always looking such a mess, but okay, the very first thing that I always do in my makeup routine is my brows. Like I literally swear, like if you don't do your brows first, you're most likely gonna get frustrated when it comes time to do them. And like I'm the type of person that messes up a lot. Like, if I mess up my brows and I already have eyeshadow and all of that, I'm literally gonna cry. Like I'm literally going to cry. Yeah, also if you're a beginner, I recommend doing the brows first. It's just easier. And I always conceal the bottom of my brows first. Literally such a game changer. It literally changed my whole brow game. For my concealer, I use a Morphe M224 brush, and then for my concealer brush, did I say concealer? I'm not sure. But for my concealer, I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand. A lot of people don't like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer because they said it's too dry. And it could be drying, but it does leave you a really nice sharp brow. So yeah, I love that. Make sure to comb out your brows before you go in. Also, if you have a cleaned up brow, 10 out of 10, even better. I kind of just go in and conceal the bottom of my brow. Like you kind of have to make an outline. If you know you have like a really thin brow, but you like your brow a little thicker, underline it a little bit and then do the same thing to the other brow, and then you can like literally see if your brows match or not. I always love concealing my brow like this. You hear that? You hear that? So freaking good. Like, I already know my brow is gonna look bomb. Like, you already. Oh my god. Oh my god. For this side, I tried to do the same thing. This is a brow again that I told you guys that was lower than the other brow. So, oh wait, I don't think I told you guys, but like this one's always a little lower, and so I freaking like shaved the bottom of it off down here so that way it can start growing up here. Aren't I smart? Aren't I smart? Also, besties, take your time. Don't rush. Oh. Do not be like me. I forgot to wet my beauty freaking sponge, but I came back and I like blended it out. Okay, to do my brows, I use eyeshadow and setting spray usually, but I ran out of setting spray, so I'm gonna mix like this little vitamin C thing with it. The brow brush that I use is Morphe. The numbers are kind of faded away. Like, could you see that? But I think it's 153, I think. Also, I lost a little spoolie. Don't come for me. But anyway, eyeshadow and setting spray, you just mix it. Again, like I said, I don't have setting spray, so I'm using this vitamin C thingy. Mix it. You can create any shade, literally any shade. If you have colored hair, this is gonna be your best friend. This was my best friend when I had colored hair. Okay, oh my god, I can't zoom in. I'm gonna be real close and like personal with you guys. So this is what I do, besties. I kind of just, you know, like concealing the brows before filling them in literally like saves you so much time. You can already see how your shape is supposed to go. Because I'm the type of person that like sees the shape that I want, but then when it comes time to go like and actually do it, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what shape did I want? Like, what the fuck? You know? Oh my god, I didn't know what to talk about in like this video, so I went on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. But I want to like ask you guys what you guys wanted me to talk about and stuff like that. One of them was like, how did you get inspired to do TikTok? You guys don't know I do TikTok. And I was like, oh, that's such an interesting like thing to talk about, because honestly, the way that I got into TikTok is kind of crazy. I have to give you guys like a couple stories before the actual story of how I started doing TikTok. But that's the point of the chit chat, because I talk a lot. Okay, I had this one friend who I was best friends with in like freshman year. And then like one day she was just acting like really weird. And we just stopped being friends, you know. We just stopped being besties. But then there was this other girl who I had met at the time, who I was hanging out with a lot. And, you know, me and her had like such a good connection like right away. And like her friend was acting weird, so like she had stopped being friends with her friend and I had stopped being friends with my friend. So it was just like we kind of just had each other, you know what I mean? We ended up becoming best friends and stuff like that. And initially it was her who was doing TikTok a lot. Like she was the one who was doing TikTok. I didn't really understand how to do TikTok. Like I knew the concept because, you know, there was Musical.ly before TikTok. So like I knew that part. I knew how to film videos and like lip singing videos, but TikTok is not like Musical.ly. Like in the lip singing part maybe, but it's so different. It's completely different. I'd be like staring at myself. Okay, my friend was the one who was doing TikTok the most. Then like I would just make TikToks for like my friends only and just post like little eyeshadow looks, little things like that. Then one day I was doing my freaking like face makeup and it looked so good, and I wanted to put people onto my lip combo. I don't know, because I was seeing like a whole bunch of those videos on TikTok, like lip combo videos. So I was like, you know what, I want to put people on my lip combo video because I think my lip combo is pretty damn good. And so that's what I did, right? When I uploaded it, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think I was going to blow up or anything because it wasn't getting so much love like the first 10 minutes because I kept going back. Like, I got a couple of girls who were like, oh my god, that's so bomb and stuff like that. And I was like, thank you. So happy, you know. It's in the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer in the shade Medium Golden. It's not full coverage, but it's really good to conceal the top of your brows with. Anyways, so what's it called? I was like, oh, like 10 people commented on my video, like so happy. Left TikTok, right? I got out of the TikTok app. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing something else. And then I came back to TikTok and I swear my video had like 10K likes, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I was like, oh my god. I'm telling you guys, I didn't think that video was gonna blow up at all. And then also, then I was starting reading comments, and then some people were like, oh my god, eyeshadow, like, you know, there was like some negative comments in there, but girl, I could care less. I was just too focused on the fact that I had 10 fucking K likes, you know. And then what's it called? Oh, and then I was on FaceTime with my best friend, who's not my best friend anymore. She was like telling me that my thing was at 12K likes, and I was like, oh my god, like, oh my god, I'm so shocked. And then we were still on the phone like 15 minutes later, or like 10 minutes after that, or not even like 5 minutes. I think that she told me that I had hit 12K likes on TikTok. Bruh, she literally was like, oh my god, you're at 15K now. And I was like, OMG, stop fucking playing with me. Like, I was so shook. And then that video ended up getting, I think, like 1.5 million views and around like 4 or 300k likes. I think that was the last thing that I had remembered. Like, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, guys, it blew up, and it blew up fast. Like within an hour or two, I believe it blew up. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And I was like, and that friendship ended up ending because that friend that I'm telling you guys about, she just started acting really distant towards me because of the TikTok thing. I feel like it was somewhat of, I don't want to say jealousy, because like I don't like saying people are jealous of me or anything, but I feel like it was somewhat of like hater vibes, you know, because all of a sudden, like, my TikTok blows up, and then my best friend is acting all funny and stuff like that. And mind you, my best friend was the one who like did TikTok first, so you know, it was like, I always supported my best friend. Like, every time she would post TikToks, I was always in comments. And whenever she got like hate comments or something like that, I was always there. When my TikToks freaking like had one viral video, for her to like not be so happy with me how I was happy with her, kind of hurted me, because I was like, damn, you know. But after that video, people commented and wanted like more videos. So I was posting more videos. As I was posting more videos, like, my follower count literally started like growing. Like, it just started growing, and people wanted like my face makeup tutorial, like literally tutorial of everything. I was so happy, girl. Like, you were not gonna burst my bubble. You couldn't burst my bubble. I was my brain was up in the motherfucking sky. Oh my god. Sorry, besties, my mom was yelling at my cats for throwing hands. Besties, but this is literally the closest my brows are gonna get, so I'm just gonna leave them alone. Okay, but like, back to the story time. So yeah, so like, I'm telling you guys, like, I was so happy. Like, nothing was gonna burst my bubble from my happiness of my TikTok video blowing up. Fingers after doing brows. But like I'm saying, like, I literally had lost a friendship before that friendship, so girl, I was already grieving. That's another. Like, at that point, bro, I was like, oh well, it is what the fuck it is. Like, I'm so over it, right? And the thing is that she was like being so distant and stuff like that. And then like, I would tell her like, oh, like, what do you think about this, or like, should I do this or this, like whatever it was, like outfit or like whatever, right? And she'd be like, ask your TikTok, like ask TikTok, don't ask me. Like, you're my best friend, like, we don't like. And then also, she wouldn't like freaking text me like we did before. It was just dry text. So at one point, bro, it like, whatever, like, I just gave up. Ooh, that little line right there is like bugging me. Actually, no, I didn't give up just yet, because I remember like we hadn't hung out in so long. I was like, maybe it's just that we haven't hung out, like, you know, we used to like hang out every day. I was always at her house or whatever, so like, maybe that's it. Remember, I told her like we should hang out. I drove over there to her house. It was me, her brother, and her brother's friend. And mind you, like, her brother is like younger than us, like 14 years old. Like, her brother slipped up and was like, you want to hang out with da 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 da. And he said a girl's name who didn't like me. And I was like, I heard it, I peeped it, but like, I'm not the type to like cause a scene, so I was just like, you know. And then she's like, oh yeah, we did go hang out with her, but because like, she was gonna give us a blunt, you know, da da da, or we're gonna smoke or something like that. And I was in my head, I was just like, so you want to hang out with a girl that doesn't like me, that talked about me, for a blunt? What would you do for 2 blunts? Like, anyway, I remember after that, I got home and I was just so over it. I was just like, whatever, it is what it is, you know. I remember she had texted me. She was like, oh, like, I don't think you or me did anything wrong, but like, I feel like we're like getting a little distant. Like, first of all, you know what you did, girl. What do you mean you didn't do anything wrong? And like, we kind of talked about it. It was kind of like, I told her, I was just like, I'm not upset anymore. But after that, I couldn't just be the same with her, you know? Like, I couldn't. And then she started hanging out with her other friends. And, oh, and then she was telling me that she was going through it, but she didn't want to tell me. So she was just not texting me. But she was texting that boy she had just met. And he even told her, like, to text me and tell me about it. But she was just like, she just couldn't. So I was just like, bruh, whatever. Excuses. But yeah, that friendship ended. And that just, like, pushed me to, like, even be more on TikTok. Like, my TikTok was high rocketing, so it just inspired me to even go harder at it. Yeah, that's how I got into TikTok. But I just used the freaking hard candy perfecting primer. I don't know where I put it. Like, where did I just put it, Bessie? Okay, for primer, I use the hard candy perfecting primer. I usually use the Jelly Pop primer, but I can't find it anywhere, and I'm pobrecita right now, so I can't order it. But crying. But anyways, okay, for foundation, oh, besties, I got this foundation, right? This foundation, but I didn't really like it. I'm gonna just use it for school, because it's really thin, it's really light. And I'm not saying like that I love thick foundations, but I don't know, and like it just made me so much texture when I said it. Like at school, my face looked so, oh, yeah, no. Anyways, I love the Maybelline 30 Hour Wear Stay. I usually use honey, but honey is too dark for me right now. So I'm using the golden shade, and I'm mixing it with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in 108.5 because this one's a little darker. So yeah. Oh, should we do eyeshadow? Nah, we're not gonna do eyeshadow today. We're not gonna do eyeshadow today. I don't apply my foundation with that same brush, besties. I used to apply with my fingers, but I kind of stopped doing that because I used to freaking wash my fingers, like my hands, every like 5 seconds because I hate like feeling like, you know. Look at this. This is what it came to. If your hand does not look like this, were you even doing your makeup for real? You guys know what's so crazy? It's almost as if every friendship that I lose, like my TikTok just blows up, which is why I love my TikTok so much. Like people who don't have TikTok would just never understand what TikTok really is like. Like I feel like some people will be like, oh my god, like she's so corny about her TikTok, like besties this, besties that. Like yes, besties this, besties that, because people on social media have way more good energies and positive love towards you than the people that you actually have in your real life. Let's start there. Like I recently got out of another friendship recently, and that friendship low-key hurt different, like way different than all my other friendships. Like I think this one is the one that actually ever hurt me, because if people were to ask me like, did all the other friendships like hurt you? Like they hurt me, but in different aspects. Like a friendship that ended because of my TikTok, like that one hurt me more as in you weren't supporting me, you weren't clapping for me like I clapped for you. The friendship before that one, it like we really just shifted, you know, lanes. We just went to different paths. But this friendship, bro, this friendship hurt different. Like this is the friendship that I was always like freaking bragging about. Like I thought I was gonna have these people in my life for forever. Our kids were gonna meet each other. Bro, I'm so naive all the time when it comes to stuff like this. Like, sometimes I want to fight myself because like, girl. You guys, besties, like I've dealt through other best friendships that have ended. So when things like that trigger me, that I know that deep down inside will forever bug me over, forever like create new like thoughts in my head, negative thoughts in my head about something, I just cannot get over. Story time about this one. Okay, so freshman year, I moved to the high school that I'm at now. Moved there, I didn't know anybody, but there was this one girl who was so sweet. Oh my god, my pinchy Lou, who was just so sweet, and she approached me and stuff like that. And I'm a very shy type of gal. Like I'm very shy, bestie. Like I wasn't gonna talk to anybody. I was just always like looking down at my freaking phone, like trying to shove my face in there because I didn't want people to like make eye contact with me because I'm like such an awkward person. And I'm using the e.l.f. Petty Contour. People said that it's a shade. Oh, Golden Days. That's a shade of my e.l.f. Petty Contour, besties. I was just really looking always into my phone, really shy, and this girl approached me. She was another like Hispanic girl. Very bright smile, like very like, you know? And I was like, oh my god, like purr. And so she approached me, and then like after that period, it was lunch. She took me to lunch with her. And what's it called? She had a friend group, and she like kind of made me sit in that table group with her friend group, like obviously duh. And like her friends at first were like staring at me, kind of like, who the fuck is this bitch, right? Also because I came really late in the year. Like I came like April. We end school in June, so you know, like I came really late in the school year, and I was just like awkward. I didn't know what to say. We didn't have masks at this time. Like it was before COVID, so I was like I didn't even want to eat there because I was so like, oh my god, are they gonna watch me eat? Like what do they think? Like who is this bitch, right? Like yeah, I don't know. And what's it called? After that sophomore year of mine, I was kind of skipping, besties. I don't know, I was kind of into my bad girl phase, I think, a little bit. So I was skipping a little bit too much, and then COVID really freaking hit. Like I was like, oh, I'm about to start going to school, and then COVID hit and school ended. And so yeah, I didn't end up going back to school. During Zoom, that's when all my friendship situations happened. Yeah, I was kind of lonely and doing TikTok. And then, oh my god, and I think I was like at 30K on TikTok when that friend who would like reach out to me during lunch or like during class and was like, oh, like, you know, my birthday's coming up, like we're gonna go here, we're gonna go walk around, go thrifting and stuff like that and go eat, do you want to come? I was just like, oh my god, like I was so shook that she remembered about me because we hadn't talked, right? And so I was like, of course, yes, like I'll go. I was just losing weight, besties. I had just been like, I literally just lost my weight and nothing in my closet fit me. Everything looked so off. I felt like I got so skinny and I felt like I looked so ugly and so like unhealthy. But looking back at it, I was so healthy. I just thought I didn't look healthy because I wasn't used to seeing myself so skinny. I used the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer in medium golden. I'm just gonna let it sit a little bit because I'm telling you guys, she's not so full coverage. Like nothing in my closet like looked right, I felt like. So I was really insecure and I remember like I got there late. I got there like 30 minutes, 40 minutes late. I was like so frustrated that nothing looked right that me and my mom argued, and my mom was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna drop you off then. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna take the bus. I went over there on a bus, friends up, they were at the crystal shop, and it was just so like good, you know, like it was, I felt good getting out of my house and like going to walk around, and I was filming little TikTok videos as we were walking around like in the shops and stuff like that. We ended up just getting closer. I was just there, they would just call me there. So you know, it felt nice to be looked for and to be invited to things. So I was like, oh yes. And I'm a person that gets attached really fast, and I'm such a naive person. I believe everybody's like so well-hearted. Using the e.l.f. concealer and medium sand now. What was I saying? I forgot, besties. Oh my god, I forgot. And then school started again. And when school started, me and them just got closer. But mind you guys, it was me and that friend. We're gonna call her Yale, and we're gonna call the other two Layla and Anna. Okay, Layla, Anna, and Yale. So me and Yale were the closest. Like we were always the closest. Like we kind of have the same background, like single moms, like lots of siblings, you know, growing up low income. Like it was the same backgrounds almost. So me and her just kind of connected a little bit more. Anna and Layla were kind of like already besties already. So what's it called? Yeah, it was me and Yale and Layla and Anna. And like, so when school started, we were just really close and stuff. Also, besties, I like don't have a job, right? I had a job before summer and during summer, but then like when school started, my mom was like, quit, and my boss was such a weirdo, so I quit. But also, guys, like I always felt like Layla never really like liked me like that. Like I always felt like that from the jump. She was always saying like slick comments, slick remarks, like stuff like that. Like I remember one time like I wore this shiny puffer jacket, and it was a black puffer jacket, and I felt so cute with it. And she like was like, don't even be feeling yourself like that. You look like a trash bag. And I was like, you know, and she's like, but like it's all jokes, okay, it's all jokes. I'm like, yeah, all jokes. But like, yeah, right, bitch. Every time that we would go out or something and Layla would say some like smart remark about me, Yale will always, every time we would drop them off, Yale would be like, oh, she was mean today, huh? It's okay. Like she would always like be there, like, you know, she always peeped stuff, but every time she would always make sure that I felt good before I went home, which is why me and her were so good. Like, bro, I loved her with all my heart. Like, I would have never, bro, I'm just so angry about this situation every damn time I talk about it. I used the e.l.f. Petty Blush in the shade Bali. Fast forward, we go through Christmas. Yale had her birthday, I think it was January 24th, right? And her birthday had approached. We had this talk about going to get our nails done. I'm going to use this HD setting powder. I lost the cap, but it literally says HD brightening banana powder. I got it at the beauty supply. Check your local beauty supplies. They usually have them. Also, if they don't have this one, they'll have the Kiss one. The Kiss one is really good too. But Yale's birthday had approached, and we had like a going to get our nails talk. Going to get our nails done talk. Like we wanted to go get our nails done together. Layla was like, oh yeah, I know this lady, but she does by appointments. And then like we were like, oh yeah, we should set up an appointment. But it was a conversation that we touched base, but we never really went into like detail with it. We never actually like said this date or anything. So in my head, I just believed there was no talk. But when I got home, I had already asked my brother like, oh, because my brother came home this 2021 besties. Oh, we got out of jail. But anyways, what's it called? Yeah, like I had told my brother, I was like, brother, like if I go with my friends to get my nails done, can you pay for them? And he was like, yeah, I got you. For Yale's birthday, like I was freaking doing little hustles around here and there to get money. I don't have a job, so I was just doing little hustles to try to get money for her birthday because I loved her with all my heart. And then one day, we're at school, right? We're at school. It was a week before her birthday. We were at school. In the morning, Layla, like, she usually would come. We have a class together. Me, Layla, Anna, and yeah. And she would usually come and approach me and Anna and like play with her hair or something, but she didn't. But also Layla was the type of girl who, when she has a bad day, like you kind of just don't want to talk to her because, you know, she's gonna be mean. So I just figured it was a bad day, you know. And then class ended and she left out the door. And it's not usually like something that she would do, but again, I'm telling you guys, I'm very naive and I believe that she was just having a bad day. So I just let her leave. And then when I got out of the class, she was kind of still there walking with some people. So I kind of approached her and I was like, bye. And she kind of just turned around and was like, right? And I went to class, and then lunch was the next after that class. I'm using the I Love Revolution banana powder. It literally smelled like bananas. After that, it was lunchtime. They were all there. Layla was there. Yale was there. Anna was there. Everybody was there. But Layla wasn't really talking to me. She wasn't really talking to me. But I'm telling you guys, I just figured she had a bad day, and I was just doing my work anyway. Like I was doing forensics packet, so I didn't really like mind to like really care for it. I kind of just like let it be. After that, Layla said that she was gonna go home because she was just tired. So then I was like, oh yeah, she must have just been having a bad day, right? Yale asked me and was like, oh, can you give me a ride? Because I don't live close to them anymore. I did, but I don't anymore, right? So Layla would drop off Yale off at home. And since Layla was gonna go home, Yale asked me and was like, can you drop me off at home? And I was like, of course. But then during my last class, when my last class first started, I get a message from Yale telling me that she didn't need the ride anymore because Layla ended up making her like a nail appointment and she was gonna go get her nails done. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's fine. But in my head, guys, like I'm telling you guys, you know how we talked about getting our nails done together, but we never like came back to it. I thought like Layla made Yale a surprise nail appointment. That's what I thought this whole time. I'm using this what's it called, Wet n Wild contouring palette. I don't know what shade it is. This is what the back looks like. Yeah. So yeah, like during that whole class, I was like, oh, that's so sweet that she's gonna go get her like nails done, like birthdays, surprise set, you know, like so naive. I'm so dumb sometimes. Like I've been thinking about myself, like who told me? Once that class is about to end, I FaceTime Yale because I was like, oh, I want to see my bestie's nails because I'm telling you guys, she's the love of my life. She was the love of my life. I loved her with all my heart. I always thought about her every damn second. She's my bestie forever, right? Like, bestie, let me see the nails. And she's like, I'm not done yet. She's like, I haven't even gone. And I was like, what do you mean? And she kind of like shows her phone, and all of the girls were there. Yale, Anna, and Layla, they were all there, bro. And I was like, all of you guys went and go get your nails done? And she was like, and I was like, y'all are fake. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna call you later. And then I hung up, right? And the bell rang, and I literally ran to my car. I was bawling my eyes out. I couldn't breathe. Like, I was just so upset that, like, they would go get their nails done without me. Because I'm telling you guys, I loved Yale. Like, she was my best friend. Like, I just would always, like, I'm just the type of person that if I'm going to go get my nails done for my birthday and you're my best friend, you're going to come with me. And I'm going to make sure that you come with me, bruh. And then when I got home, I had told my sisters, and they were like, maybe it's a misunderstanding or something like that. And I was like, yeah, maybe it is. So I texted Yale after, right? I got home, I cried a little bit, I cooled down, and then I texted Yale, and I was like, hey, like, did you know about the nail appointment prior to today, or were you surprised? And she was like, no, I knew. And I was like, okay, well, let me ask this question like a different type of way. And I was like, did you know you were gonna go get your nails done during 6th period? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, she said, and then she went ahead and told me that they made the nail appointment during 6th period. And then at first I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But then I was like, no, because Yale and Layla had the same class, but Anna and me weren't in the same class as them. So how would they text Anna to go get their nails done with them, but they wouldn't text me? And then what's it called, I was just like, what the fuck? And then in my head, I started thinking of like all the reasons to like freaking justify the reason that they did what they did. And I was like, maybe they didn't want to pay for my nails. And then that kind of just hurted my feelings even more, because I'm telling you guys, I don't have a job. So a lot of times they want to go get Starbucks, or they want to go get something, and you know, like I tag along because like I was there, and they would offer to buy me a drink or like whatever, right? But I never told them to buy me anything. They would always be the ones to buy me something. And then slowly, after I started thinking about that, I had all these thoughts in my head. I started thinking that they didn't, like, Yale didn't invite me, or Anna and Layla didn't even think about inviting me, because they just figured I wasn't gonna have money and that they were gonna either have to pay for my nails or something. So that just hurt my heart even more, because once you think about it that way, it made me feel like every time they buy me something, they were like, oh, I have to buy this bitch something. Like, I don't know, guys, I was just so hurt. And then the next day, I'm in class, and Anna approaches me, because we had like advisory together, and she approached me and she was like, are you upset? Like, Yale told me that you were upset that we left you, and like, let me just tell you, Anna's the type of person to like tell you why she should not be in the fall. But anyway, she was like, let me just tell you that, like, I didn't know, you didn't know, like, I just figured because Yale told me that she told you. And I was like, yeah, she told me that she was leaving to go get her nails done, but she never told me it was all of you guys. And she was like, well, yeah, like, like, I didn't know, or else I would have told you. But even then, bro, like, you guys are all getting your guys' nails done. Like, there's one friend missing. None of you guys are like, oh, like, where's that friend at? Like, I don't know, but it's like, it would just hurt my heart. I just couldn't see it through. And I was just hurt after that, and we kind of just never became good friends after that. I told them, like, I forgave them and stuff. Oh, also, Layla never fucking apologized. And then when Yale's birthday came around, right? Like, did I buy her anything? No, because, like, why would I buy her something? She didn't even like want me to be in her birthday like nail thing. Me and Layla hadn't talked because she just never apologized for that whole situation. And everybody else knew that I was upset, so how would you not know? And what's it called? Like, everybody else apologized but her. And then when Yale's birthday came around, she was like, hey, I don't know what grudge you got against me, but today is Yale's birthday and we're gonna go out and have fun, so get over it. And I literally had gotten a text, and that's literally what I said. And I was like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, I didn't even want to go at that point, but then I ended up going because I have so much love for Yale. Like, I'm telling you guys, ugh. After that, besties, I let it go, because I just let it go. Like, I was just over that friendship. It just hurt me too much, and I couldn't forget about it. So yeah, to me, I felt like, you know, when a guy cheats on you, and like, you know, they cheated on you, and it's up to you to decide if you want to forgive them or not. But if you forgive them, you can't be upset if you like remember anything. Like, you can't be like, oh, but fuck you because you did this. Like, no, you chose to forgive them. Like let it go. I just knew deep down inside I was just never gonna let it go, so I just chose to get out of that friendship because it just did too much damage. I don't know if you guys seen, but I put a little dot of concealer on my nose tip because I'm gonna add highlight, and it just makes your nose look a little. And I didn't think I did want eyeshadow, but now I do. Bestie Adriana gave me this palette. It's by Ace Beauty, and it says Falling For You, or it's called Falling For You. And I'm gonna go in with this red shade right here. It's in the shade Pumpkin Pie. And I'm just gonna pack her all over my lid. And then I'm gonna use Autumn to blend it out. I kind of just love to messy blend these type of looks. Just back and forth, back and forth. Also, I set under my brows using this little shade right here. I went in like this, and I put it under my brows. It just avoids you blending too high, because that could be a mistake. A lot of people do a lot of. I went ahead and added some of that little orange like in the inner part of my eye. Just kind of like dragged it like that. Okay, and then I'm going to use these lashes. I like to curl them. And I'm going to curl my lash, and I use this dual glue right here. This one right here. I usually prefer the green glue with the wand, but I can't find that. For mascara, I'm going to use this TYN or Tint Mascara Brow and Lash Duo. I love this mascara. It's so freaking bomb. Like, literally. Do you see that, besties? Like, just look at that. Also, Bestie Adriana gave me this, so I don't know where she got it from, but it's so good. I usually squeeze a little bit of glue, and then when it's on the rim, I just kind of go like this. Do you see that? Hopefully it doesn't look weird that I've been looking at the freaking screen. Time for the lips. I use this angled brush, and then I go and get eyeshadow, and again, I'm mixing it with that little vitamin C thing. And I'm going in with like these two shades right here. They're kind of like purple browns. And then I'm gonna go and line my lip with it. I love using eyeshadow. I don't know, it just makes it last a little longer, I think. Like, look at that. Literally the freaking bomb.com. I love. Also, I'm like not trying to take too long because I don't want my freaking phone storage to be like, you have no storage, ho. Clear up some space. Essence Color Boost in Casanova. I apply that in the middle and I just like my lips. The lashes have dried though, so I'm gonna go ahead and place them on. I use my nails as tweezers. Okay, when my lashes dry, I'm gonna do my black waterline. I was going with some shadow on a small brush, and I'm gonna just like. I've been using this for inner corner highlight. It's like an e.l.f. glitter. Bro, my phone is starting to tell me freaking no storage, so I'm gonna need to hurry up. But I'm just gonna put some of that mascara on my bottom lash now. With that inner corner highlight, I grab it with the tip of a freaking eyeshadow brush, and then I drag it down here, and then I'm gonna work fast, bestie, sorry. And then I go like this, like that. And then obviously we can't forget about the nose tip. I'm gonna do my hair and then be back. Okay, besties, and this is the finished look. I did my hair on my TikTok live. If you don't follow me, go make sure to follow so you'll stay tuned. I always do tutorials on there. Go make sure to follow so you'll stay tuned. I always do tutorials on there. Okay, besties, that was the video for today. Comment down below any positive feedback or anything you guys will want to see in the future. I'll make sure to keep that in mind and make a video for you guys. Remember to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. But yeah, besties, I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this whole freaking video. I didn't know I talk a lot, but I try to do my best. Videos in the future will be better. But yeah, besties, subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. And you watched to the end.